We're learning to play exercise 3B from the Trinity Grade 2 syllabus. This is called a Rockhopper, and it's quite tricky. There's some particularly tricky stuff in the left hand. So we're going to look at the left hand first of all and see if we can get this run sorted out. So things to say, this piece has two flats. So it could be in B flat major, or it could be in G minor. This piece ends on G. That's a big fat clue there that this is in G minor. And also, can you hear the sound of it? Yeah, it wasn't. That would be major, wouldn't it? But you can hear it in the sound of the piece. So this piece is in G minor. Now, left hand goes. So let's just look at that first of all. So, first bit, it isn't legato. I played that legato there. Now I did put the staccatos in. But let's have a think about that. There's no slur in there, so really it should be a bit more broken. Not very heavily broken, but something like that rather than... That would be everything staccato. This would be smooth until that point. And this would be lightly detached again. Dum 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 dum. So let's try and get something like that. Okay, then you do that again. So let's have a look at these notes. So first phrase, second finger on the G, and you're going to go to F sharp, back to the G, going up, bring your third finger over onto B flat, up to your thumb on D. Now, it is just going down a note, but you're going to bring your fourth onto that C, then E flat, and then take your thumb under again, onto D. So you need to practice that quite a bit. Fourth finger. Now, if you want to leave out the staccato, like I'm doing, that's fine, because sometimes it's easier to find shapes of things without the staccato. So, start with a 2, then a 3, then your thumb, bring your fourth on, thumb under, and then try and play it the way it's written. So, lightly detached, staccato, and a long note. Okay, so that's your first 2 bars. You might want to pause the video and do a bit of work on that, or if you're happy, you can go on to the next bit. So this is bar 3 in the left hand, starts the same. Now there's no staccato at all, but neither are there any slurs, so it's all going to be lightly detached. So that's the same, but now you're going to go up chromatically. We know all about chromatic. That's notes right next to each other. So you go up to that, then up to that, and still chromatic, third over, up a note to the D. Show you that again. So do you see where it went chromatic? From this point on. Well, from this point on, I should say. Chromatic. Now, lightly detached. Now, at bar 4, there's a little bit more to do. Then it goes down, back to the D, then the E flat, then the D. So that was like before, wasn't it? It really matters. Okay, and then let's just put the chords in at the end. B flat and a G, rest, a C and a G, and then a D and a G. So basically your thumb on G each time. So B flat at the bottom, rest, then a C at the bottom. You might want to bring your little finger up for that. Rest, then up a note to D, then second onto F sharp, rest, and then the G at the end, because it's the end piece, G minor chord. So here's the whole of the left hand, lightly detached, staccato, thumb, chromatic, first chord, thumb on G, rest, thumb on G, rest, thumb on G, rhythm at the end is rest, rest, rest. That's going to be, when you see that with the right hand, it'll make a bit more sense. So loads and loads of work on that. Make sure you can play the whole of that left hand without thinking about it too much. And it's really important to be able to get that sort of lightly detached thing going there, because it just shows the examiner you've got real control. Yes, if you just play all the notes right and have the dynamics right, you'll get a reasonable mark. But if you can show some skill with some lightly detached playing, rather than just going, yeah, so and can you hear the difference between lightly detached, basically notes with no markings on them, and staccato? So lightly detached, staccato. Lightly detached. Rest, rest, rest.